Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Something new for you. So I figured out my uploading issue that was causing me, honestly, so much stress. I was not entirely sure what was going on with that at all. Um, and now it's done, and that's figured, and everything's working. I figured we'd put something new up because, my God, is my channel ever just a mass of Bioshock thumbnails? Which, don't get me wrong, I love the games, but it's a little bit much when that's all you see, right? So I figured we'd sort of maybe do a series of just like little games that I'm enjoying at the moment. And honestly, I don't think there's a game I've enjoyed in a long time as much as I enjoy this game. So yeah, we're gonna give it a go. Now I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how many of you have Sin Kingdom. How many of you know of it at all? But yeah, genuinely, it is like one of the. I don't know. It's one of the like. I don't want to undersell it by calling it simple, but the idea behind it is amazing, in my opinion. So simplistic. You are essentially, in this case, I'm the queen, the glorious, beautiful queen. Sometimes you're king, blah blah blah, and you are on your horse, and all you can do is throw down coins. So this chap here, I'm going to hire him with my last coin, and I'm going to continue to push these deer back to my camp. The benefit of pushing the deer back, it's so. Let's give a rundown of this. So basically, this isn't really a building game. I don't think it's fair to call it a building game. I think if you're going to call it anything, it's a survival game. It's how long can you survive, right? I guess it's kind of like horde defense as well. Okay, this deer is going to be an issue. Stop running. Stop. No, fuck's sake. These. Oh, right. Okay. Rule number one about this game. I'm going to get salty as fuck at deer. Like, why is he not? I don't. Okay, there we go. And now I can start running him back. So you get gold by essentially every day there's a chest at your camp. That camp will give you gold. After a certain point of upgrading your camp, I think it's either upgrading your camp or days that have gone by. You only gain 1 coin from that chest, right? But I think it's something like 6 coins by default on the early stages. So what you get is gold from a couple of other sources. So if you make builders and you get them to chop down trees, that drops a gold. If you get archers and they hunt rabbit, that's 1 gold per rabbit. If you can herd deer back, I think it's something like 3 to 4 gold or 2 to 4 gold, something along those lines for a deer. So it's a very good source of income early on to get yourself out into the world and push these deer back to your camp. Now, the only problem with it, keep running, keep running. I don't know when both my archers have gone over to the other side, it seems. So hopefully that, there we go. And I'm hoping they killed the other deer I sent through. They did. Lovely. So here we go. So those guys doing that have given me all that gold with which I could do more. Now, the other people I've given gold to on my way, they will now be back at camp. It might be a little bit too late in the day to do this, so I'm going to leave a bit of gold behind that tree. The thing that makes this game not just a simple case of running backwards and forwards and chasing deer and letting your people hunt rabbit, eventually later on you can get little farmhouses, is the idea that at night, spoopy goblin things come out and they try and attack your town. And as it stands right now, I've not put any walls up, but we should only be attacked by like 1 or 2 things, if anything, so hopefully we should be okay. Oh, here we go. Here's one. There we go. Shot in the head as he tried to attack. Just the way I like it. So, yeah. 2 very frustrating things about this game, from my opinion, are the deer AI. I mean, I think I've got it down for the most part. I understand them, but sometimes you get a deer that just will not. For some reason, it exists in a world of its own. The laws of the world do not belong to it, you know. And it just will ignore you, and it will just do whatever the hell it wants. That's fine. It's a wild animal, whatever, you know. I can live with that. What I can't live with are my archers doing this. Did you really need to miss that many times? Could you not have? I mean, to be fair, he's literally just a random dude that picked up a bow. But look at this. There we go. Good job, guys. Good job. So, what we are going to do is head back out this way and see if we can find any deer or not. Now, I forgot to... Oh, no, my horse did eat some grass. If you let your horse eat some grass now and then, you get like a constant sprint boost, basically. So, well, not a boost, but you just don't run out of sprint for a while. Otherwise, your horse would normally tire out and you can literally walk. That is the portal that the goblins come from. So we're going to leave that. Because that gives me nothing but grief. I've yet to figure out the logic behind the portals, really. Sometimes it seems that I can run past them and only one enemy will come out. Sometimes I've gone past them and I'll just get a constant stream of enemies and I'll end up losing. You lose by basically losing your crown and having one of the goblins touch it. If a goblin gets it, no matter whether he could be killed by your hordes of armies that you may or may not have around, you will lose. Which I find a little bit frustrating because I've literally lost it by standing behind my town walls before, and my own catapult has basically knocked my crown off and it's gone into the enemy. And I've had like a full standing like battalion of archers and a catapult there, but that was an instant loss. So I think that's a little bit frustrating. It would be nice if there was a bit of a grace period where maybe it could be won back. Maybe you lose by then getting it to the portal instead of anything else. But again, I'm not a games designer, and so I will just go with what I've been given, you know. So next thing for us to do is buy a couple of hammers. We know we've got 3 people coming back, so I think I'll just turn them all into builders. And we've got to start looking at where we want to set up our defences. Now, one thing that is always the case is this left-hand side is always a bit difficult to discover because basically you have this giant kingdom sign, which when you first discover it, it falls down. That's part of the tutorial. Like in the tutorial, you walk past that. I skipped it for this just because all it really does is it just puts words above the coins and the things to show you what you should build. And I don't like the way the tutorial makes you spend your initial gold. I much prefer buying just archers and having them go hunting straight away. But you know, the tutorial is handy. It doesn't really. I've learnt more in this game through dying than I learned in this game through tutorials, I guess you could say. And even then, there's still a lot I need to learn. Okay, so a bit more gold. Upgraded our camp by 1. After a certain stage, we unlock the ability to build catapults, which we will do. Catapults are, I think they're pretty much invaluable. I think if you don't have them by something like night 10, I think it is, where the goblins come along, you're pretty screwed. Did he just change his mind? Oh no. There we go. Oh, did they kill a rabbit at the same time? Poor rabbit. He died doing what he loved best, getting shot by arrows. Okay. So as soon as this night goes... Yeah, basically, nighttime is dangerous for you. Because if you get out there and you get caught by goblins... I mean, to be fair, we've been attacked now, so I would probably be safe to go. But I'm a bit of a wuss. So what we are going to do is we're going to grab this guy. And we're going to run over this direction and just see whether or not we can see a good place for defense. Basically, what we want is... Turn around. There's not really anything here, which is a little bit sad, to be honest. We want... oh, here there is, but it's covered by trees. Basically, there's a little stump where I'm standing where I could build a wall. If I could cut down all of these trees, I'd be able to build defense there, and then I'd be able to build a farm on this spot. But the problem with that is, it's a really long way away. So, it's not ideal. I was hoping I'd have a nice farming spot, but it doesn't look like that's the case. So, we will just build a wall and a tower here. Towers aren't really as important in this game. What a tower does is it gives a stationary spot for your archer to stand. But the problem with that is once your archer is on there... Oh, I need to run past that. You can lose gold, by the way, if your sack is full. If the sack overfloweth, then yeah, you will start just like dropping gold into the wilds. So this is a fairly decent spot. Probably not the world's greatest, but we could build a double wall and then also have a tower over here. But the problem with it is, you can see it's overgrown. So we would need to get rid of these trees. And that would stop, that would basically get rid of all this overgrowth. You see these like big like ferns that are here. So we could have a couple of towers going up. These, I think, oh no, lost coins. Archer picked up for me. I'm going to get a wall built here though. I think we'll go for more of those. And we'll upgrade this wall. It's gone all foggy and crap, and it's really hard to tell what time of day it is. But I'm going to risk it for what I believe to be a chocolate biscuit. Turn around, turn, there we go. So, if, I guess any, like, I would hardly say at all I'm expert at this game. Like, honestly, seriously, some of the rage I've given out is beyond anything that should be happening. I'm going to upgrade this. Because I've got the gold for it, I'm going to put a couple levels into... No, why did you turn around for? God damn it. I should stop sprinting here, because if the goblins come, I'm going to need to run. Ah, okay. He's stuck. He'll be stuck forever in a loop between me and that villager if I don't just run. That villager might not ever get back to camp. If it's turning night, which I think it is, he's probably going to have the gold that I gave him stolen away. Oh, yeah, it's night time. My archers are heading back. So, basically, that little upgrade I just did, you see my wall is now sparkling? It's a bit stronger because of that random upgrade thing that I found. It's not a permanent investment. The one thing I do need to do is I need to head off to the left because I need to see if I could find... There will be a shrine we have to upgrade, which is wood by default, and we have to upgrade it to stone so that we can build stone things. Okay, my archers, really, you need to get into position. I need to maybe not stand in front of them. I don't know whether archers can hit me or not. I don't think they can, but good shot. Come on. There we go. Good shot, friends. And the archers over here, okay, that's all good. So yeah, we can no longer upgrade that to its fullest. So, grab our day's taxes. We will leave our people to shoot rabbits and hunt deer and all that good stuff. And I'm probably lucky I didn't lose any builders by sending them out here, actually. I've just realised. But this is now all clear. Can you see that there's no, like, shrubberies and stuff like that? So I can now send my people over here. Maybe to build on this one? No, I need to take down these trees. Okay. I'm just gonna... I shouldn't really keep walking these in this direction, in all honesty, but I'm just gonna let my... Oh, and also the kingdom sign, as you can see, has vanished. So, right, horse is ready to go. It's very minimal. There's not really a lot of, like, HUD info. So, right, turn around, turn around, turn around. Okay, so now these have all turned around. I can basically hire these villagers, and they will push those deer back. Oh, lovely, and we found a free chest of free things. But I'm really looking out for that shrine, because I think the most important thing... I think you can kind of be deceived into thinking that towers are important, but honestly, I don't... I think towers are helpful, but I don't think they're important. I could be totally wrong about that. So this thing here, this will now auto-upgrade itself into the stone shrine. The stone shrine doing exactly what you think it would do. It gives you the ability to build stone buildings, basically. So... we're now going to hire these chumps, and we're just going to slowly walk ourselves forward. So deer have this this initial run. So the run they do before they stop, they cannot be turned around. I believe that's the case anyway. It's what I seem to have found. So you need to move slow and deliberately behind them. Like, if you sprint... Yeah, the problem is I've just walked into the back of those villagers. I didn't actually expect to find any other deer. So there's a chance here that I'm going to lose all these deer to the back of these villagers. I've just got to hope that they pass the villagers in their unstoppable run. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. No! God damn it. I only lost 2. That's actually not too bad. And that one, the first one stopped. So if that one stops... So it's a little bit of a pain. Like I say, I didn't expect to find another huge batch of deer. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought those first lots of villagers. It's this balancing game between when do you herd and when do you not. The problem is it's about to turn night, I think, and which means my archers are going to stop shooting them. They don't hunt at night, which honestly I find a little bit frustrating sometimes. Especially in a situation like this where, oh my god, look at this guy. Friggin' archer extraordinaire. We are going to get a tower over here. But I don't think that's going to get built in time. I'm a little bit worried for the archer over there. I might have overextended here. So, what I can do is I can get that wall upgraded. And I can see all these people I've just got loitering around here. Buy some more bows. And hopefully these guys, if that other wall does break, they would just go and defend the stone wall I've got there. So we'll upgrade this stone wall. Or this wall to stone. We won't do this one yet, because basically if we upgrade it, the wall doesn't exist anymore. And those goblins are just going to run straight through. Cool. So yeah, we now have stone here. It looks as though... Did I get away with that? I did. Wow, okay. Pleasantly surprised by that. So yeah, I can now fortify at this spot, basically. We'll upgrade this. Now, did I leave any trickling water? I did. Perfect. So, the trickling water, unfortunately, I have to get rid of the trees for this. The trickling water is where we were going to build a farm, basically. And the farm is great because it basically replaces your archers as hunters. You're so dependent on your like archers being in the right place, and also the fact that you've got to herd these deer back. But if I purchase a couple of hoes, and not in that way, you filthy-minded people, I can head out over here. Just nick that coin. I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that every bit of wealth my people earn they have to give to me, unless that isn't the case, and this is just, you know, this is just that excess money, you know. It's not that whole existence. Wow, look at this guy holding out on me. So we've got it. I'd say we've got it pretty good at the moment, to be honest. This whole setup seems to be going quite well. Now these deer that we didn't get yesterday, if I can get them, this would be ideal. Looks like a couple of people didn't make it to us. Right, hopefully my horse doesn't run out of stamina like that. Oh well, we got one. I don't think I want to be too greedy and run off right now. Let's grab these guys, because we need a couple people to be farmers for us. And very soon you're going to see a blood moon. And in all honesty, I don't know that I've prepared well enough for that right now. So there's every chance I'm going to die. Part of me is kind of thinking that this will be one-off. We'll do it till I die. And then I'll sort of gauge what you guys think. Whether maybe you want to see me do it a bit slower paced. Because I've kind of rushed. Yeah, this guy isn't stopping. Oh, maybe he is. Oh, freaking hell. Tag team deer running right now. You get one in check and the other... Oh, maybe I can grab you. And you? Oh my god, there was a double. Yes. Perfect. I might be risking it. I don't know if these two are going to get back. I might have just wasted 2 gold. And honestly, like it might be a bit case of like 2 gold. Well, that's not really that much. But in this game, it's crazy how much a little bit affects you. If you're 1 gold off of maybe like building your stone upgrade, for example, that wall is just infinitely, you know, infinitely is not the right word at all, but it's just so much weaker. But I already have 1 fully upgraded stone wall, so I'm hoping if I can... Oh crap! I don't have catapults yet, and these deer aren't gonna get shot. Crap! Look at all these archers standing there. Why won't they shoot them? So frustrating. I shouldn't have done that. I really should not have done that. Look at these guys. All of that money I could have had. It's just so annoying. So we need to upgrade this. Oh, it's a blood moon. I think I've lost, friends. I really think I've lost. Because a blood moon is getting through this wooden wall over here. I never upgraded it. As you can see, there's significantly more people. And what I don't understand is why there weren't archers over here. Like, why are my archers? I think they were over in that field. So basically, this guy's going to get attacked now, and they've stolen his bow. What I can do is rehire this guy and get him to pick up another bow, and he'll join in the shooting. I think blood moons only come from one side, and we may be okay here. We've only lost one bow and one wall. If this is the case, I'm actually feeling okay about it. Come on! You can do it! I know you're shit, but please. Oh, come on, just kill this dude. There we go. Good job, friends. Okay, so we can rebuild this. We have the technology.